Hello, I am Simulator Dirk, and welcome to Cooking with Simulator Dirk. No, not really. It is Farm Simulator here on Simulator Dirk, SimulatorDirkGaming.com, and Simulator Dirk on YouTube. Anywho, we are in Farm Simulator, and there's been some massive changes to the farm since the last time that you were with us. And, you know, you could... Oh, there's a little photo up there. Oh, that's nice. A photo of some farming action there on the wall underneath the air conditioner. How cool is that? Anywho, bit of a surfboard. Old mate likes to surf, clearly. Oops, where am I going? What am I doing? Anywho, there's been some changes since the last episode. Changes for the better. Let's see if we can, how far we can walk in here. Probably that's as far as we can go. Oh, more farming photos on the wall. And the and the wallpaper. How good's the wallpaper, seriously? Anywho, there's been some changes since the last time that we were here. And that is because I have downloaded and installed some mods. Because yes, we could struggle to, you know, earn some coin or whatever. You know, spend a lot of time trying to build up our farm and all of that sort of stuff, and spend half the episode driving around, that sort of thing. But I've decided to get some mods. Yes, I did use a money cheat, so money is no longer an object, but this way we can get down and do some serious farm simulation. So what we should do, we should go in the truck and show you around and tell you about the different things that I've installed. Like this shed, for instance, is new. So I've decided to park the truck here. Now let's go for a drive around the farm and let's show you what's going on. There'll be some things that I'll be neatening up a little bit later on. I have spent about an hour or so on gameplay that I didn't record, just moving things and getting things into shape or whatever. So what we'll do, we'll drive the front of the property and then we'll explain what's going on and what's new, and then we can go ahead and do some work. Anywho, so what happens now, we drive in. Now you won't be able to see these yet, but in the ground you'll see these little discs. Now during the day they remain down where they are, but at night they pop up and they light up, so that lights up the driveway, so to speak, to the main shed. Now I've got some billboards, partly to earn some money, partly so I know which farm is mine. And also, when we get to the fields, that's where I want to start each maneuver from, each activity from. So we'll get back in this truck because it's quicker. So I'll run through the various machines when we get around to them. So lots of floodlighting, so we'll be able to see what we're doing at night, because we want to be a 24/7 operation. So we've got some farm equipment here. I've moved a lot of the tractors into a different shed, and indeed I might even get another shed and put next to it so I can put all the vehicles here. So instead of now having to go to the shop and struggle to get our fertilizers and that home, what I can do, I haven't tested this yet, but you can go on to here. I have to do something about that hill. you can go onto here and get loaded up automatically with your fertilizers and all of that sort of stuff. So we'll test that in a minute. Alright, so we can go up here. There is some housekeeping to do, but we'll do that at a later stage. Now this... oh, do have to do something about that hill. This is a weighbridge. Now, those figures on that screen, or those figures there, they actually change. So, I weighed my cruiser. It weighs 2,260 kilograms. So, Mark, why'd you find out? Well, my cruiser weighs 2,260 kilograms. Or, for our American friends, 4,983 pounds. So what happens, have a look at the figures. So if I drive off the weighbridge, and we'll go up to it just to prove a point. It now says 0 because we haven't got a vehicle on the weighbridge. How cool is that? So we'll get in our truck again. So go on the weighbridge, and then our next step, we can get some fuel. So our fuel is pretty full, but we can fill. Hang on. We can fill. We can fill our tank. It's pretty full. We haven't done much driving around. But we can. It's diesel 11. I think that's the only option we've got. We'll come back and test this when our vehicles are a little bit more empty. So we can drive off here, and again, I'm going to have to do something about these roads. As I mentioned, there's a lot more flood lighting, so we can see our way around at night. Now over here, we have a couple of silos. So we can store all of our grain, etc. on site. So if we get out of here, and we can tell exactly what we've got in there. Now at the moment we haven't filled anything because we haven't grown anything, but there is our running totals of what we've got. Nothing to report at the moment, but that will change when we have some crops and that sort of thing. So let's get in the truck. Couple of different silos. There's that one there, and there's also the one behind us. So now we'll go up to our secondary shed. We'll have a look at the equipment that we've got soon as we get to work. But we've got our secondary shed that I'll mainly be using for parking tractors and whatnot. See the amount of floodlighting that I've installed. So we'll go and we'll go park our vehicle and then let's go do some farm work. Okay, so we don't need you yet. Yes, we can try and we'll see what happens now. I'll do a 50-point turn out of here. Lucky this is fairly compact. But what we'll do, this will be our test for fertilising the land. Now, just out of curiosity, I'm going to go over the weighbridge here. Oh, definitely going to have to do something about that. So just over 7,000 kilograms, or just 15,500 pounds is the weight there. Now we don't need fuel just yet. What I'm hoping this will do, I am hoping that we can go and fill. We can now fill our. Now it might not do it there. We've got enough thingies here that I should be able to drive next to one of these. I can't remember which one it actually is. Maybe I have to go this way. Try going the other direction. I would have thought that being along here somewhere would be enough. Oh, hang on. Start filling. Oh, select the silo, the content you want to load into your vehicle. So, fertilizer, can we select anything else? No, fertilizer. Okay, let's start. Wow, that's cool. Alright, so we'll close our cover. Let's do some fertilizing. That is cool. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. So I've got to be above the chute. That's pretty cool. I need to do something about that. I'll do that before the next episode. So what we will do, and I need to do something about this, and I will next episode. It's a bit of fun. I like doing stuff like that. So we will start Come on, old mate. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Well, in the meantime, we'll figure out what's going on with... No, are we going to do it, old mate? Are we going to go? Well, we'll try and figure out what's going on with old mate. Here's what's going on around some parts of Simulator Deck. I actually had to walk up to the door switch, and when I walked up to the door switch, look at this, it's highlighted. So if I walk backwards, what I was trying to do for 7 minutes was try and use it from back here, and just like a laser pointer, just go, okay, zip, bling! I want to open that door. But what I have to do, and it's a lesson I'll never forget in this game, you actually have to walk up to stuff and go, hey, you're a door switch. Doesn't matter where you press the left hand button, function selection, sign off job, not yet, feature hasn't been unlocked yet. Later you'll be able to sign off a finished job and move the bus to the testing bay and back using the door switch. Close this dialog box. So it didn't even want me to open the it just wanted to show me how to do it, but I just spent a good 10 minutes thinking that it wanted me to open the door, and then it says, later you'll be able to sign off a finished job and move the bus to the testing bay and back using the door switch. Where's this dialog box? Alrighty, old mate has decided, or has he? Yes, old mate has decided that he wants to work now. Okay, so we'll line it up near the vending machine, near the billboard. So we'll lower the spreader. We'll turn it on. Let's hire a worker. You have not finished, worker. Let's try and drive forward a bit. Okay. Let's hire a worker now. Here we go. Now we can do some work. We can do some fertilizing. Yeah. Fertilizing! So we've hired a worker to do some fertilising, because overall we've done some ploughing, but we haven't done anything else yet. So, okay, so you're going to go over there, are you, old mate? Alright. Interesting strategy, but this fertiliser does spread a fair way though, to be fair. Okay, so that task is done. So let's go over now. Still says that it's only fertilised 50%. So out of curiosity, it needs lime. Alright, so we'll go. While we're here, we'll go and fertilise the other fields. And we'll see how much fertiliser we actually use. we're doing it. Here we go. So different worker now. That's an interesting route. Not even I'd do that. Oh, you call that finished? Really? Okay, let's see how we go with the next field. How harvested is this field? Oh, this field's 100% fertilised. So we'll go over. To our new field. It's a bit agricultural, but here we are. Alright, let's see. Sometimes good help is really hard to find. Okay, you know what? We're just going to have to do it ourselves. How fertilised is this field? 50%. Okay. Alright. So we will turn our spreader on. Alright, let's do it ourselves. And even if there's some overflow, who cares? So this field was 50% fertilised by our various worker drones. The tyre tracks are pretty cool, aren't they? Oh, we've got some birds coming down to eat the fertiliser. That's cool. Out of the way, birds. Hey, Wayne. You riding your tractor on the farm, hey, Wayne? It's on the farm the other day. It'll bump you over here, Wayne. See our use of fertilisers down to about 80% at the moment. Alright, so we'll go over. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll leave old mate here for the moment. And so let's have a look. This is we can use this as well. Is that our planter? No, I think that's our... I think that's our planter. Okay, I need to open the cover. Probably not the best way to drive. Alright, we'll see. Alright. You weigh just over 11,000 tonnes, 24,000 pounds. we get our start filling. Open our cover. So we'll select corn, that's selected, and we'll start filling. Okay, so we want seeds. Is that it? Alright, so we're fully loaded with corn. Now, really need to work on my road network, but we can do that off camera. There is, by the way, there is landscaping tools that you can also use. I use filling because it's full. There are landscaping tools, so if you want to change your surroundings, you can. Make it flatter, make it hillier, smooth out hills, make mountains. I need to find out how to make tracks, roads and tracks. Come on. Come on, old mate, you can do it. Alright. So now, we're going to plant alright, we're going to plant some corn. Here we go. So we're planting corn now on this field. Corn comes in a can, it was put there in a net. Hang on, I'll try that again. Corn comes in a can, it was put there by a man who works downtown. Yes, I know it was peaches, not corn. But we're putting corn in, we're putting corn into the ground, we're planting corn. We're not doing peaches. So there's a lot of videos that are in various stages of production here across Simulated Erk, and to make things easier for myself and for promotion and everything like that, I've decided that because, you know, there's so many different types of simulators that I'm using and playing with and all of that sort of stuff across Channel Erk, things need to be a little bit more organised now. So at the moment, Simulated Erk will have Farming Fridays. So all the Farming Simulator episodes will be released on Fridays. Of course, if you're subscribed and tick on the bell and do all that sort of stuff that normal YouTubers yell at you to do, you've already subscribed and clicked the bell and everything like that. But new content will come out on Fridays when new content's recorded, etc. One episode a week, and with Farming Simulator now, there's about 30 different videos that will be out. So it just makes things easier for me and easier to promote. Oh, when's a new episode of Simulated Erk Farm Simulator coming out? Well, your answer to that question is Fridays. Farming Fridays on simulatedgaming.com, Simulated Erk on the YouTube. Alright, so while old mate's doing that, let's go and let's go do some more fertilising while our worker, the drone, is planting some corns down there on field 19. We'll get old mate Wayne here, my main character, to go ahead and start fertilising here. So we'll just line him up. So we have ploughed. The ground. So now we're going to fertilise it, and the floodlights have just come on, and they'll start to take effect soon. And so now we can have a look. We'll go that way because of the pylons. So now in the night time, we can see what's going on. We can continue to farm around the clock. Now, if real farmers actually do this, I don't know. I think with things such as, like when it's harvest season, I think, yeah, you'd go pretty hard, you know, at various times of day. Also depends on the heat and weather conditions and all of that sort of stuff as well, I guess. But we're simulating a full-time 24/7 farm. Massive improvement already from the last few episodes. Just the amount of floodlighting that's going on. I think it looks great. There's an extensive use of mods on this episode and in future episodes. All of the mods are available in the game, so you don't have to download outside of the game. I don't know. I don't even know if you can actually, if you need to be out of the game to do it, because it seems like everything that you need to do, you can do in game. Oh, gee, Wayne, can you drive straight? You need to go to bed? Alright, we can... Alright, so if we get out and have a look now, how's this field doing? So I did a fair job of that and it still says that it's 50% fertilised. Alright, so let's get into the tractor. We'll put it away. Alright. What we might do with this bad boy is we'll go and fill it up with some fertilizer goodness. What do we need? Oh, jeez. There's a fence there. I zigged when I should have zagged. Alright. Am I stuck? Oh, this is too wide to go on the weighbridge. Okay, scrap that plan. So, how am I... So we'll go and fill it up. We'll go fill it up. I don't know how it's going to fit. Might have to get a smaller one of these. I don't think this is going to fit in here either. No. Now we're going to have to return you to the shop. Let's just put you out of the way. I have to remember to send you back. Your lease is no longer required. Get something a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to maneuver. Okay, we'll sort that out later on. Have to see, how's old mate? No, just got out of you. Alright, I need to fill you up. It's probably not a good idea to keep on driving over your field, to be perfectly honest. let's... Oh, lime. Yes, we need lime. We need lime. Uh-oh, this isn't good. There we go. Yes, we need to close the cover. Now, our paddock just near our shed needs to be limed. Now, you'll notice that a little bit earlier on in the episode, we had a look at our approach lighting and they were in the ground. Now, these automatically pop up when it's time for them to come on, and now they're all standing erect. And they standing nice and proud, nice and tall. And let's now go and lime this paddock. Alright, let's get some lime action happening here. Here we go. Oh, look at how well that's spreading. And you can see the dust from the lime, how it rises too. This is fantastic. Making short work of this liming this paddock, that is for sure. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to move those floodlight towers back. Or you can just fold them in. I forgot about that. You can drive it into the right position and then unfold it. Might have to move them after all. Okay, unfold. Look at the detail in that lime. Look at the dust coming up on the line. How good does that look? And we'll turn it off. And we'll fold it up. Whoops, not detach. There we go, that's better. Alright. So if we get out now and have a look, still says that it's 50% fertilised, but it doesn't say that we need lime anymore. Alright, here we go. And the good thing at the moment is that I'm leasing all the vehicles, so if I find something that I don't like about a vehicle or it's not useful, I'll just send it back and just get another one. Although money's not an object now. So we've done basically the whole paddock in three passes. So that's pretty good. Alright, so we'll fold the sprayer. We'll drive over and drive over to our next paddock. Don't tell me that you've finished. So I know you haven't. Where is it going? Okay, now you're going to go over there, it seems. You have so not finished. Okay. Turn you on. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself. we should finish on this pass. Is one of the benefits of having something that spreads the lime so far. Alright, we've done that. Alright, so we've done the three properties, the 3 farms up there. Farm 19. We'll go and see how he is doing in relation to the lime. In relation to the corn growing. Alright, so we'll just park here there for the moment. Alright, now let's see. No. Alright, corn's starting to come up already. Alright, so we'll park there. We'll walk over to the house and go and get some sleep and finish up the episode. We've done some fertilizing. We've limed all the paddocks except for one, and on that paddock that we didn't lime, we're actually growing stuff at the moment. So things are progressing. Anywho, I've been Simulator Dirk. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye now. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Back every, well, I won't say every Friday because it might not be every Friday, but back on Fridays for Simulator Dirk Farm Simulator. Bye for now. Don't forget to watch out for machinery. Thanks for watching.